and gentlemen, time to place your bets because today we are going to find out who would win in a versus matchup between Gine, the mother of Goku, versus Chi-Chi, the wife of Goku, in her prime. We're going to be figuring this out today. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Place your bets on who you think would win in this matchup and why. So let's get ready to rumble. Before we get to our final verdict, I need to go over each of these warriors, their histories, qualifications, and why they're in this matchup in the first place. Starting off with Gine. Gine was once a member of Team Bardock, the Team Bardock that we see right here, the same one that gets killed in the original Bardock movie. Now, unfortunately for her, once she was part of Team Bardock, she routinely had to be saved by Bardock, which is how they developed a romantic relationship with each other. And then once this special bond was formed and the fact that she was really not cut out for fighting, she went to go work as a butcher and giving birth to two sons, Bardock and Raditz. Her final moments being her sending Goku away as a baby, where he lands on planet Earth, and then seeing the destruction of planet Vegeta and Bardock's death with her own eyes. The next contender is Chi-Chi, but in her prime. Now, Chi-Chi as a little girl was trained by the Ox King, who is a formidable warrior, and she had a couple of special techniques, things that she had learned and abilities to fight because she was raised as a warrior. As the years have gone by and there was a time skip, we don't really get to see exactly what kind of training she did, but we do know that she enters the 23rd World Martial Arts Tournament. And at this point, she is referenced to as a experienced martial artist, so she knows what she's doing, basically. Once she meets Goku, she ends up attacking him with really fast strikes, but unable to hit him. But she does some impressive speed, and she also jumps in the air as high as Goku, showing that she is as nimble and as strong, at least in her legs, to jump as high as Goku can. But ultimately, she loses the matchup, and at that point, she reveals herself and tells Goku that she was given a promise of marriage by him as a child. At this point, they get married, and the story of Dragon Ball Z puts her in a completely different spot as a housewife, one that really doesn't do any martial arts training whatsoever, and that's kind of what makes this matchup really interesting, because these are arguably two of the most important women in Goku's life, and being so, they're also the two that aren't either A, great fighters, or B, really don't fight anymore, which makes this matchup extremely interesting. So let's jump into what the main argument is for why Chi-Chi would be able to land blows on Gine. The main argument here is because Goku, as a child, was hit multiple times by various people on Earth, and also was able to get injured just by either conventional weapons or just martial arts. So it seems like Goku, who is a pure-blooded Saiyan from the very beginning, seemed to be very, very susceptible to the fighting from Earthlings. And if that's the case, that would mean that Gine, in turn, would also be susceptible to that. Because the biggest thing in Gine's favor right here is that she is a Saiyan and she is durable. Even though she cannot fight, she's essentially extremely durable. But this argument about Goku receiving licks from various different sources on Earth kind of contends that. But I have the clarification here because, to be honest, 110%, there's only one reason why Goku is susceptible to any damage from any of the Earthlings, and that is because he was a baby when he was sent to Earth, and then he was raised on planet Earth and its gravity. Earth gravity is notoriously weak and makes people not as durable, not as strong, while the gravity on planet Vegeta is 10 times Earth's gravity. This is tremendous because it puts Gine's body on a conditioning regimen with gravity for her whole entire life. If we age her at about age 20, maybe early 20s, mid 20s, even late 20s. Yeah, she has gone through years of this, so she is not only far more durable, probably around the same level of durability as Raditz, but at the exact same time, she's just used to that level of gravity. So because Goku was on Earth, that's why he was susceptible to all these attacks, meaning that Chi-Chi, if she landed any attack, it would have to be extremely strong, similar to, like, say, a special beam cannon or Gohan's headbutt, to be able to damage someone like Gine. The other thing that really works in Gine's favor here is that she was part of a military unit. She was in the military. She was with Bardock. She learned from them. She knew how to act in the military. Even though she wasn't the best, she has that experience of facing off against enemies, while yeah, we don't really get that from Chi-Chi. Chi-Chi was the princess to the Ox King. We don't really get to see her and her experiences at all defending her father, so we really don't get anything there at all when it comes to Chi-Chi. On top of that, it does say that Chi-Chi is a martial artist now, but the only one who trained her was the Ox King, so it's safe to say that she wasn't trained by someone on the same caliber as Master Roshi or even Grandpa Gohan. And even with that, when we do see her face off against Goku, she can't even land a hit on him. So that to me showcases that, yeah, she would be completely outclassed against someone like Gine, because someone like Gine would be extremely durable, and even though she doesn't fight, if she landed a punch on Chi-Chi, she might knock her into next week. She might break something. She might actually kill her just by accident. And with Chi-Chi really having only, as an adult in her prime, one credit, which is facing off against Goku and not being able to land a punch, honestly, it's safe to say that even though Gine arguably is a worse fighter technically, I don't think Chi-Chi would be able to land any significant blows to put her in the ground, or even be able to grapple with her relatively easily. I mean, gravity is such an important part of the show to make characters stronger that Goku ended up training in 100 times gravity, going to Namek, and that's how he got his power boost. And then Vegeta's been training in gravity ever since, so gravity is a huge factor, and Planet Vegeta's gravity plays a huge factor here. So ultimately, I have to deem Gine the winner of this battle. Let me know if you got it right, and let me know who I should do next.
Subscribe for more content.